Hi, this is Rebecca Tripp, and this is my book club. I'm working on chapter 2 today of Secrets of a Metaphysical Flight Attendant. This is my memoir that came out in 2014. The chapter we're talking about today is chapter 2 called See It, Believe It. And it explains how when I first started my flying career back in the 60s, I met this man in my building. I was living in a stew zoo. They had these things called stew zoos back then, which was basically all stewardesses living in a building that was safe. We were in downtown Chicago, and there was one man who managed the whole building, Dickie. He had quite the job. He loved it. But these two bachelors moved in because they weren't stupid. They realized it would be kind of fun to live in a building with all stewardesses and have someone to take out to dinner anytime they felt like it. So that's what they did. They moved in and they became good friends with my roommate and myself, and we would go out to dinner all the time in Chicago. But one day this man sat me down. His name was Ron, and he taught me how to use creative visualization to manifest because he was a very good student of it. His uncle had been a very famous metaphysical teacher. Jim Rohn's mentor and Mary Kay's, a lot of famous people studied with this man. So he taught me how to write down in the present tense something that I desired and feel like I'd already gotten it. He just explained it very simply. I did it. I wrote down what I wanted on an index card, kept it by my bed. At night and in the morning, I felt like I'd already gotten it. What I wanted was a move to New York and a beautiful apartment there. Well, within less than 2 months, my transfer went through. I talked my roommate into going to New York with me. And we found this beautiful apartment in walking distance of the East Side Terminal. So we didn't have to worry about taking a taxi to get to work. It was simple, easy. And the apartment was perfect. And they even provided us with furniture. The manager gave us that along with a deal on the apartment. So it all worked out, and it made me realize that what this man was telling me about visualizing and feeling like you'd already gotten what you wanted works. So it set me on the path. I started studying metaphysics, and I've been studying it ever since. And I mentioned in this chapter that I got into the readings and studies of like Mary Baker Eddy. She wrote a book called Science and Health with Key to the Scriptures. She founded the Christian Science Church. I've studied with Jose Silva's people. I was trained by Alex Silva to be a Silva Ultramind coach. I've given meditation workshops all over the country. In fact, it's called active meditation, which is exactly what I was learning from this man Ron back in the 60s. It's visualizing while you're in a very relaxed state, and that's the best time to manifest. So I highly recommend that you check out my book if you're interested in any of these things, because I will explain to you how I, step by step, kept moving along the metaphysical path to learn about things like spiritual healing, manifesting, all kinds of things. It's really a good read. So I invite you to go to RebeccaTripp.com. I'm also a transformational coach. So if you'd like to do a session with me, just give me a call or send me an email. I'm available, and I'll do a free session to see if we're a good match. Thank you.